When I opened the door, my breath stopped. The woman standing with my husband was someone I never imagined. I followed my husband to work that morning because something inside me wouldn't let it go. For weeks, I kept telling myself I was imagining things. He was still kind, still present, still said he loved me, but something was different. His phone never left his hand. Late meetings appeared out of nowhere. Whenever I asked simple questions, his answers felt rehearsed. That morning, he kissed my forehead like always and said, "I'll see you tonight." The moment he walked out the door, I grabbed my keys. I didn't know what I expected to find. Maybe nothing. Maybe proof that I was wrong. I followed him at a distance, my heart pounding harder with every turn. He didn't notice me. He was too busy checking his phone, smiling at it. That smile hurt more than anything else. He didn't go straight to the office. Instead, he stopped 2 blocks away and parked. 5 minutes passed. Then 10. I almost left. That's when a woman walked up to his car and leaned in through the passenger door. She laughed like she belonged there. He got out of the car, adjusted his jacket, and kissed her cheek casually. Not like a secret, like a habit. They walked into the office building together, side by side. I sat there staring at the entrance, my hands shaking on the steering wheel. I tried to convince myself I didn't see what I saw, but deep down, I already knew. I waited. Every instinct told me to leave. People walked past me laughing and talking, while my life felt like it was quietly falling apart. Finally, I got out of the car and walked inside. The lobby was bright, too bright for what I was feeling. The receptionist smiled and asked who I was there to see. I said my husband's name. She hesitated for just a second, then nodded. That hesitation told me everything. As I waited for the elevator, I noticed people looking at me. Not curious, uncomfortable. When the elevator opened on his floor, the air felt heavy. Whispers stopped. Eyes dropped. That's when I realized something terrifying. They knew. Everyone here knew the truth, except me. I followed the sound of voices down a hallway I'd never seen before. A door was slightly open. Inside, he was standing close to her, too close. Her hand rested on his chest, his hand was on her waist. They weren't kissing. They didn't need to be. The intimacy was already there. He saw me, the color drained from his face. She turned around slowly, confusion turning into guilt. No one spoke. I wanted him to say something, anything. Instead, he whispered my name. Like that would fix it. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. Asked just one question. How long? He looked down at the floor. That silence was louder than any confession. I walked out without another word. That day, I learned something painful. Sometimes the truth isn't hidden. It's just waiting for you to catch up. Lee followed my husband to work, and I wish I hadn't. Because some truths change you forever. I sat in the car longer than I should have, staring straight ahead, trying to understand how everything changed so quietly. My heart was racing, but my body felt numb, like my mind hadn't caught up with the truth yet. People walked past me laughing, living normal lives, while mine felt like it had stopped moving. I realized then that betrayal doesn't arrive loudly, it slips in slowly, wearing familiarity. When I finally drove home, every turn on the road felt heavier than the last. The house looked the same, but something important was missing the moment I stepped inside. Every room held memories that suddenly felt fragile, like they could shatter if I touched them. I sat down and noticed how quiet everything felt without trust filling the space. That evening, he tried to speak softly, like his tone could rewrite what I had seen. I stayed silent, because some explanations come far too late to matter. That night, sleep avoided me, leaving only thoughts that refused to slow down. Every excuse I once believed replayed itself, now sounding empty and rehearsed. I finally understood that love doesn't disappear, it gets replaced when respect is gone. For the first time, I stopped blaming myself for not seeing the signs sooner. I wasn't blind. I was loyal, and loyalty trusts until it breaks. The next morning, I looked at myself in the mirror and barely recognized the woman there. She looked tired, hurt, but also awake in a way she hadn't been before. That was the moment I realized his choices were never my responsibility. Some people don't cheat because they're unhappy, but because they feel entitled. Understanding that truth lifted a weight I didn't know I was carrying. I stopped asking why it happened and started asking what I truly deserved. The answer was simple, even if accepting it wasn't easy. I deserved honesty, respect, and a love that didn't hide in shadows. Following him shattered my heart, but it also opened my eyes completely. Pain has a strange way of revealing the truth when comfort never does. I realized endings don't always mean failure, sometimes they mean freedom. Letting go hurt, but holding on would have hurt even more. For the first time in a long while, I felt strong enough to choose myself. The truth didn't destroy me the way I once feared it would. It changed me, and this time, that change became my beginning, not my ending. If you've ever trusted someone who broke your heart, tell me in the comments what would you have done in my place. If this story touched you, tap like and subscribe because more real stories are coming.